So when I was in third grade, I switched schools. I didn't know anyone in the new class, and I showed up on the first day, and I made 4 friends. Their names were Emma, Sarah, Grace, and Anna. And, we were in third grade at the time. We played on the playground. We partnered on projects, carpooled to dance, pretty average third grade things. But what I didn't realize at the time was those 4 friends were going to turn into the best friends I had ever made. So those girls, I'm so lucky to say, are still in my life today. Just last month, we were out down in Florida at the beach with all of our families on vacation. They have taught me things that no one else are able to teach me. They've taught me how to live in the moment, how to love and appreciate others unconditionally, and how there's never a bad place or time for a dance party. They've been able to teach me this because they each have different types of special needs and are therefore each unique in their own way. I'm so lucky to have had them in my life. And through being their friends, I've really gotten very involved within the special needs community. Essentially, whatever they did, I did. So growing up, our friendship grew past the classroom and into the tennis court, the baseball field, the basketball court, the ski slopes, surfing, essentially anything you can imagine. Before I knew it, I was overwhelmed through being introduced to a numerous amount of opportunities of recreational activities for individuals with special needs. And I was so impressed with how many opportunities they had available to them. So time went on, I grew older, and so did they, and we approached high school graduation, a pretty hectic time I feel like many of you guys can relate to. And so around that time, I was extremely overwhelmed with the amount of opportunities that were coming my way from colleges, summer internships, and other professional development programs. But it was at that time that I realized the adults with special needs were facing a severe lack of opportunity. Only 20% of adults with disabilities are employed. Some attain jobs folding napkins or doing dishes, but these are very menial tasks that put them behind the scene. It separates them from society and masks their true value. And I know that this community is capable of so much more. So I wanted to do something about it. I was really impressed what was going on over in Wilmington with Biddy and Bo's. It's a coffee shop that's completely staffed by individuals with special needs. I loved the response that it was getting from society, and I wanted to bring something like that to my community. I didn't really know how feasible or realistic this was. This was just this past year. I was a freshman at NC State. I was studying biomedical engineering. I definitely had no experience in starting a company, but I was really curious to see how far I could push this idea. So I got on campus, and I was at lunch one day, and I kind of mentioned this idea to some friends, and their immediate response was, "Wow, that's a great idea. I'll help you." And so together, we worked to turn that idea into a reality, and that's how we started 321 Coffee. So here is a little video about what we do.
Welcome to 321 Coffee.
We are combining the strengths of the NC State community
and the special needs community
to create something stronger
and more meaningful than what we could do alone.
321 Coffee is a growing pop-up coffee shop on NC State's campus
that is run by individuals with special needs.
We want to spread 321 Coffee to colleges across the country.
The 321 represents Down syndrome being the 3rd copy of the 21st chromosome.
But we see potential in everyone.
Whether it's their ability to make you smile,
their dance moves,
or their genuine hugs.
We are providing a space for special needs individuals to be recognized for their unique strengths and contributions to society.
Here at 321 Coffee, we are blending communities.
I'm so proud that I was just able to share with you that video. But I have to say, the only reason I was able to do that was because of the other students at NC State who jumped on board to help me. I know that I speak for everyone when I say that we had no idea how far this was going to go or what we were going to be able to accomplish. And we still don't really know. But I'm so appreciative to all of the students who took a risk on me and my idea and that we were able to create this. Here today, we've got Elise Ramola and Mary Edwards. They are 2 students that I work very closely with. And Elise, she was at that lunch table the very first day that I told you guys I introduced the idea. She's been with me every step of the way. And I mean, Elise and Mary both, honest to God, there is no way that 321 Coffee would be what it is today without the 2 of them. And that just goes to show that everyone that's on the 321 Coffee team really brings their own strengths to the team. And I mean, together, this is what we've been able to create. And it truly is a Mod Podge of some hard work, dedication, passion, and a whole lot of fun. So now I'd love to tell you guys about what we really do at 321 Coffee. So like the video said, we're a student-based pop-up coffee shop. We started last year on NC State's campus as a student organization, and we've grown over the past year into now a federally certified nonprofit. We started off doing pop-up events around the community. So we would go to different special needs events like the Abilities Tennis Tournament or a unified rivalry game, and just serve coffee to the athletes and the parents and the players that were there. From there, we just grew organically. At every event, we learned about another opportunity and just kept developing. We've now been to receptions. We've served coffee at corporate meetings in different industries in the area. We've just kept growing organically, and we're really excited to announce that actually 2 weeks from today, we're going to start as vendors at the NC State Farmers Market. And we've also been booked for 2 weddings, so we just keep growing, which is incredible. We've worked with over 30 adults with various types of special needs, 4 of which are Emma, Sarah, Grace, and Anna, those girls that I became friends with back in 3rd grade. And we've got a member base of over 40 students. We've been so proud of all that we've been able to accomplish, but we've got more goals to come. What we're really hoping to grow to is past NC State and onto other college campuses to share our mission beyond the Raleigh area and beyond NC State's campus. And eventually, we would love to grow into an operating storefront location, keeping the ties to the NC State campus. So at our actual events, the special needs volunteers truly operate the organization. They're the ones that are pouring and serving the coffee, preparing the drinks, greeting customers, selling the merchandise. They do it all, and it's incredible to watch because they do an absolutely fantastic job. We make a really significant effort to keep them at the forefront of the business to really show off their strengths and their values. We work with them individually to determine what their strengths are that they bring to the team, and we put them in positions that highlight that. More recently, we've started implementing and developing positions on the startup side of the company for them to be involved in. So we've got them helping with social media, drafting a monthly newsletter, organizing social outings, doing outreach presentations. Essentially, all of the areas that are involved in a startup company, we want them right there with us. And again, they're doing an incredible job. It's so fantastic to watch. So, like I said, the partners and the people that have supported us are everything that has made 321 Coffee successful. I highlighted my 2 teammates here, but I'd also love to talk about our partners. We work very closely with Gigi's Playhouse and Community Workforce Solutions. These are 2 local organizations that provide training and job placement opportunities for adults with special needs. They're incredible, and they connect us with different adults in the area who are interested in getting involved. Oak City Roasters, that is a local bean roasting organization that hires autistic individuals to package and sell the beans. A very similar mission to ours, and they actually donate all of their beans to us. You'll now find us Monday mornings serving at the Murphy Center at Carter Finley, serving coffee to the NC State football team, players, staff, and coaches. That's super fun. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be at the Farmers Market. The Farmers Market is a really exciting opportunity for us, as it'll be our first time that we'll be in real, regular operations to develop a strong customer base and continue growing our name and becoming more of a sustainable organization. An additional thing that I think is really cool to watch from the support is how it's a mission that I think is really easy to get behind, and it personally affects so many people that, I mean, everyone wants to get involved, and it's so incredible to watch what's able to come from something when so many people get involved. I mentioned the students, I mentioned these other organizations. I mean, lots of different corporate industries are reaching out on asking us how they can help, booking us for different events. We've got people reaching out that says, like, I'm an art teacher, if you ever need a mural, please let me help you. We've got people reaching out saying, I work commercial real estate, when you get to that point, call me, I would love to help you. It's truly incredible to see how many people are really willing to offer whatever it is they can. Additionally, it's so rewarding from my end to watch the transition over time of the formation of the relationships that have been involved. So you can see that as customers come, they get so much more comfortable through the interactions with the volunteers as they realize that they both have upcoming birthdays and they both love donuts. You can see families come with young children who have special needs, and they leave feeling inspired of a potential future for their kids. And my personal favorite, you can really see the formation of true friendships between the NC State students and the different volunteers as they work together over multiple events. One volunteer even told me that he thinks of one of the other 321 Coffee NC State students as an older brother to him. The friendships that are being formed and how this is really achieving our mission. The true mission of 321 Coffee is to shift the way that society engages and interacts with the special needs community. And in my opinion, I truly believe that through each one of these interactions, we're achieving that mission. So it's really incredible, the response that we've received. I've mentioned it somewhat, but this is a quote from Matthew Schwab. He is one of our volunteers, and this is the most impactful response that I've ever received. He reflected on his involvement with 321 Coffee and said, "I'm lucky to have a disability. I have Down syndrome. Lindsay saw the true potential of people with disabilities just like me. Usually, people like us don't do anything because we are different. Our physicality is different, our mentality is different, but I love it. My favorite part of 321 Coffee is that the organization allows a community of people with disabilities like me to have something to do that is like what typical people do. We are blessed to work with 321 Coffee." This was absolutely incredible to hear. To me, it really reinforced that what we're doing is truly important, and this is exactly the outcome that we are striving for. So I think it's incredible to think of all that we've developed in the past year and how it all spurred from a little seed of curiosity, and it's really thrilling to think of all that's to come. Thank you so much.